2019 is upon us and lots of big movies are coming out, but the big question, who will top the box office in 2019? Avengers Endgame or Star Wars Episode 9? I'm Jackie Jing with Jim Bavida, and man, I don't know. What are you thinking? Who are you putting your bets on?
It's a real horse race because either way Disney wins, because it's either going to be Star Wars or it's going to be Marvel.
Yeah.
But I think the edge will probably be Avengers Endgame. And I only say that because Last Jedi, because of the divisive response to it, even though it was a huge hit, it made $620 million domestically that year. It did drop faster and faster, sizable amounts in its run. Then Infinity War hung in there and made $678.8 million this year. So it's the second highest grossing in the movie of the year, behind Black Panther, again domestically. But when you look also at the global box office, to me there's no question Marvel will win.
Yeah.
Simply because of China, because Avengers, the Marvel brand is far stronger over there, really cleans up. Star Wars has been diminishing returns in China with each successive installment. So I think globally, Avengers definitely wins, and domestically, I'm going to give it the edge. However, it should be noted that Star Wars movies, when they hit that third chapter, definitely have an uptick from the second one.
Yeah, I think
so
without question.
It could be a real neck and neck thing. Let's say Avengers Endgame makes as much as Infinity War. Let's say it's $678 million again.
Yeah.
But Episode 9 could also probably make that much. It'll never make what Force Awakens made, which was $936.7 million.
Well,
That's
Force
huge.
Awakens was crazy because it was the reinvigoration of this franchise that we hadn't seen for such a long time. And I do think a lot of Star Wars fans are feeling a little bit of fatigue. We definitely saw that with the failure of Solo, The Last Jedi.
Even though it's the 9th highest grossing movie of the year, it was still a disappointment.
In comparison, to the other Star Wars movies. And then The Last Jedi, like you said, just had such a split reaction. For me, though, I know as a fan of Star Wars, I'm undoubtedly going to go. I just don't think there's just going to be that much fanfare. I don't think there's going to be that much excitement. It is the end of this trilogy essentially, but I just think we've seen Star Wars on this downward trend. So for me, I'm kind of leaning more towards Avengers as well. I think totally Avengers is going to kill. Like you said, they've been so successful overseas. So globally, definitely Avengers. Domestically, I do think they're just going to edge them out, because for me personally, I thought that trailer it had a darker tone. It was something that I was super excited for. I'm a fan of the Marvel movies, but I feel like they're campy. They kind of have a formula. But I was really intrigued by this last trailer, and I think a lot of people were like, "Wow, this is really sad. This is really dark. This is the end." So I think a lot of people are amped for it. So
yeah, I agree. I think there's just more of an appetite and a goodwill right now towards the MCU than there is for Star Wars. However, again, let's see what that first trailer is like. Let's see what the title is like. Maybe everything gets people amped up. It's just, there really was a big kind of divisive response to Last Jedi, and I am curious to see how much of a lasting impact it'll have. So just for those reasons, I'm going to say Avengers Endgame takes 2019 box office top spot.
Okay, so we're both kind of saying Avengers Endgame, but what do you think? Avengers Endgame or Star Wars Episode 9? Tell us in the comments section who is going to kill it at the box office in 2019. And don't forget to check out our other videos, like the biggest box office hits of 2018 and our trailer breakdown of Avengers Endgame. And as always, be sure to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.